everyone, my name is Fiona Huang and thank you for watching this video. It's been a month since I started working at the Ritz-Carlton Budapest, so in this video I am going to talk about my internship at the Ritz-Carlton Budapest. First I will give a brief introduction about my city, which is Budapest. Secondly, the hotel that I'm working for right now. And thirdly, I'm going to review on how I am working to meet the internship learning objectives. I hope you enjoyed this video. And greetings from Budapest. Thank you very much. So I will start a little introduction about myself. My name is Fiona again. I started studying at SHMS since 2015 September intake, and I chose to be a turn jumper and continue in the February semester. I got accepted as the front of house trainee at the Ritz-Carlton Budapest in April. And the reason why I chose to work in this city in Budapest is because that my whole family immigrated to Budapest, and this is my primary home right now, and China has become my second home. So I want to be with my family, and this is the reason why I chose to work in Budapest. To begin with, Budapest is the capital and the largest city of Hungary, which is one of the European Union countries. The city is approximately 500 square kilometers, with the river Danube dividing the city into Buda and Pest. There is a rich history background on this small piece of land. The Hungarians arrived in the territory in 9th century, then they experienced attacks by the Mongols. They were under the rule of the Turkish Empire. Later, Budapest became the second capital of Austro-Hungarian Empire, and during the First World War and Second World War, Budapest was occupied by the Germans and later the Russians too. Throughout the history, a lot of historical sites remain in the city, such as the banks of Danube River, St. Stephen's Basilica Church, the Parliament, the Fisherman's Bastion, and the Buda Castle. This is the reason why Budapest is the 6th most popular city in Europe. Our hotel is situated in the city center where the 3 metro lines meet, and there is the famous fashion street, St. Stephen's Basilica, and the Elizabeth Park. River Danube is 2 minutes walk away from our hotel. We have a total of 170 guest rooms and 30 luxurious suites in the 9th floor building. On the 8th floor, we have the club lounge, spa, swimming pool, and fitness center. In the -1 floor, we also have a ballroom for approximately 200 guests and 5 meeting rooms. We have 3 food and beverage outlets, the Cupola Lounge, where we have breakfast, Cupola Bar for snacks and drinks, and the Dark Street Kitchen, which is a casual dining area where we offer Hungarian and international style lunch and dinner. Now let's talk about the 3 internship learning objectives. My first one is to familiarize the chain itself and the hotel property. The second one is to apply my theoretical and practical knowledge learned from the school to the workplace. The last one is for me to improve my Hungarian since I'm working in Hungary, and also other languages if possible. As for the first objective, to know the hotel property and chain, since I am working for the Ritz-Carlton, we start our work with 2 to 3 days of orientation, in which we were taught and explained about the expectations and value of the Ritz-Carlton. So in the first 3 days, the management team taught us the meaning behind the cradle card, with the cradle, the motto, the 3 steps of service, the service values, the 6 diamond, and the employee promise. Then we had a tour around the hotel, knowing the different rooms and facilities, and the service that we offer. After the orientation, each and every day we start working with a lineup, in which we read the CTQ, where we have stories from Ritz-Carlton all over the world. As for the second learning objective, to apply the knowledge to the workplace, since I am a rooms division trainee, I was placed as the front desk agent for the first month. In this first month, I learned most of the things through shadowing, in which I observe how the other front desk agents do, and sometimes I also get a chance to practice as well. As a front desk agent, I have to know how to properly check in and check out the guests, how to escort the guests to their room, how to pick up the phone calls and solve the guest incidents. At the beginning, I was only in charge of picking up the phone calls and escorting guests to the room. Sometimes I also act as a guest relations staff and to greet the guests at the door. Then I learned more about our hotel, and other staff began to teach me how to check in and check out because we were having a low occupancy. I was not able to use the opera properly since it is a bit different from what we have learned in school, but now I'm more used to it. A month later, there was a change in my job. The manager asked me if I can help in our restaurant because there are sort of stuff, and I accepted and I began my 1 month F&B training. Throughout this 1 month, I learned how to prepare the mise en place, how to greet and seat the guests, how to use the micro system to place orders, just like what we learned in Copilot, and how to offer service which is similar to Copilot, but it's a more casual style. As for my last learning objective, to improve my Hungarian, I can see that my Hungarian is better than a year ago thanks to 90% of the staff who are Hungarians in our hotel. At the beginning, I was too shy to speak because I haven't practiced my Hungarian in the past year, but now I am more confident and I speak with my colleagues in Hungarian most of the time. Since some of them do not speak English or some of them are willing to help me to improve my Hungarian, working at the front desk, we always receive complaints about how our elevators don't work, how our key cards don't work, or they wish to have amenities sent to the room. This is when we have to call engineering or housekeeping, in which 90% of the staff speak zero word of English. And I remember once I called engineering and kindly asked them to go fix guest air conditioning, but I wasn't sure how to say air conditioning in Hungarian, so I spoke with them in English on the phone, and after they listened to me, they just hanged my call and pretend like nothing happens. This is when I decided that I should listen and learn from other staff how they speak Hungarian, and I need to force myself to practice Hungarian so that people would be more respectful, because I talk to them in Hungarian rather than English. So to sum up my progress in the last 2 months, I would say that it is not that bad, but I still need to improve. I believe my weakness is that I am too shy or not confident enough to do a lot of things, such as speaking Hungarian, doing check-ins and check-outs. I'm going back to work in front desk in the next week, and I'm hoping that I will practice more and more to achieve my internship learning objectives. So that is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful view of Budapest and our hotel. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.